Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Coso Coyotes Baseball. Today, your Coyotes play host to the Antelope Valley College Marauders. We're just ready to get underway. First pitch is coming up. Jacob Ortiz on the mound for the Coyotes today, and he's facing Dom Antonetti. First pitch swinging, fly ball left field, hit pretty well. Jackson Olanese looks up, and first pitch, bomb. Dom Antonetti, looking fastball, got it, elevated it, and hit it over the left field fence, probably about 330 feet or so, 320 down the lines here at the dog yard. So Antelope Valley out quickly by a score of 1-0. Batting second for the Marauders today, Ariv Camacho. Ariv playing shortstop, right-handed hitter. Jacob Ortiz, as I mentioned, on the mound for the Coyotes. First pitch to Camacho is lifted into right field. Michael Doerr is there. He's under it and makes the catch for out number one. We'll get through your starting lineups here as we go. For the Marauders from Antelope Valley, it'll be Antonetti, Camacho, and Duarte, 1 through 3. Followed by Nate Scott, Josh Nuno, and Lupe Puentes, 4 through 6. Julian Blackwell, Omar Santa Maria, and Zach Terry will round out the Marauders lineup. First pitch by Ortiz, misses low and away for ball one. For the Coyotes, defensively, left to right, Jackson Holzum, Brent Olmo, and Michael Doerr. In the infield, third to first. Nathan Duarte just got hit by a pitch. So the first two batters reach for the Marauders. Around the infield for the Coyotes, it's Hunter Bagshaw at third, Johnny McHenry short, Dominic Lopez at second, and Danny Jimenez at first. Behind the dish for the Coyotes, Brooks Scott, and as I mentioned, Jacob Ortiz on the mound. No scores today, no graphics, so I will do my best to keep your situational awareness high with innings, score, count, all that sort of stuff. First pitch breaking ball misses away on Nate Scott. Next pitch, fastball dots the outside corner, and that evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just underway here at the dog yard. Game time temperature about 68 degrees. Supposed to get to the low 70s here in a couple hours. Dom Antonetti led off with a solo home run over the left field fence. First pitch swinging. There's a ball lifted into the left center gap. That is going to get down. That's going to get gone. Nate Scott with a 2-run bomb over the left center field fence. And just like that, the Marauders from Antelope Valley College take a 3-0 lead on 2 home runs. Jacob Ortiz, fastball, kind of left it up at the belt. And Nate Scott did not miss it. Josh Nuno steps to the plate. Left-handed hitter playing right field today for Antelope Valley. As we get in today's game, this will be the Coyotes' 7th game of this young season. They come in with a record of 4-2. And for Antelope Valley, this is game number 5. They're currently sitting at 500 with a 2-2 record. Josh Nuno at the plate. First pitch fastball misses up for ball 1. So, early in the first, the Marauders from Antelope Valley have plated 3 on 2 home runs. And there is 1 out. Next pitch misses away, and that runs a count to 2 balls and no strikes on Josh Nuno. I'll give you a few statistics here as we get going, folks, but please keep in mind the data set is extremely limited since this is only game 5 and 7 respectively. There is a fastball that dots the outside corner at the knees, and the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike on Josh Nuno. Josh comes in today. He's had 10 at-bats, 3 hits, so batting .300. Next pitch misses up and away, and the count runs to 3 balls and a strike. 3 runs in on 2 hits, nobody on base, 1 out. We're in the top half of the first here at the Dog Yard. Sarah Coso playing host to Antelope Valley. And there's ball 4. Josh Nuno trots down to first base. And the 6th man to bat this inning for the Marauders steps up, Lupe Puentes. Lupe hit from the right side, playing third base today. Josh Nuno on first, 1 out after drawing a 5-pitch walk. Nuno a pretty decent lead. Ortiz from the stretch, and the pitch, that's high, ball 1. Looks like Jacob might be trying to throw just a little bit too much here early on. Everything's kind of sailing on him up and high. Maybe needs to try to take a notch or 2 off that and bring it down. The 1-0 pitch to Puentes. There's a big swing and a miss on a fastball belt high. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here at the Dog Yard, field dimensions today, 320 down the line, 402 to dead center, about 375 to 385 in the alleys. The 1-1 pitch by Ortiz, that misses up. And the count runs to 2 balls and a strike on Lupe Puentes. Dom Antonetti for Antelope Valley led off the game, first pitch with a home run over left field wall. Shortly thereafter, Nate Scott hit a 2-run bomb over the left center field wall. And Antelope Valley is on top by a score of 3-0 early. Pickoff attempt, and Nuno is back safely. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to the Antelope Valley third baseman. Ortiz comes set, and the pitch. Big swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball that time by Jacob Ortiz. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful day here today. As I mentioned, game time temperature 68 degrees. Winds pretty light out of the east, which is unique. There's a ball lifted into left center field. Brent Olmo giving chase. He's not going to get there. That's going to get down. Bounce off the wall. Nuno is going to score. And Puentes jogs into second base with the stand-up RBI double. Antelope Valley has come out, and they are swinging it. They are hot. 4 runs on 3 hits, all of them extra base hits. 2 home runs and a stand-up double. 7th man to bat here in the top half of the first for Antelope Valley. Julian Blackwell steps to the plate. Julian comes in hitting .286. This will be his 3rd game played. 2 hits in 7 at-bats, a double. Couple runs driven in. Hitting from the right side. Lupe Puentes on second after a 1-out stand-up RBI double. First pitch by Ortiz, nice pitch. That's a fastball that dots the outside corner at the knees. Nothing Julian Blackwell is going to do with that one except look at it, which he did. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. That's fouled straight back into the screen. And the count quickly goes to no balls and 2 strikes on Julian Blackwell. 4 runs in for Antelope Valley here in the top of the first. Runner on second, 1 out. No balls and 2 strikes the count to the Marauders' designated hitter today, Julian Blackwell. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Nice pitch by Jacob Ortiz, and he needed that out like he needs to breathe. Stepping to the plate now will be Omar Santamaria. Omar playing left field, hitting in the 8-hole today. Looking to drive in a run with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Puentes on second. And Santamaria calls time. Home plate umpire grants it. We're all set, reloaded, ready to go. Everybody steps in. Ortiz gets his sign and comes set. Pretty decent lead for Lupe Puentes at second. And the pitch, nice fastball on the outside corner for strike one. So important if you're a pitcher at any level. Get ahead, stay ahead, work ahead, and basically dictate how you want each at bat to go. No balls and a strike to Santa Maria. The pitch, that's lifted foul out of play over the first base dugout. And the count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. Here at the dog yard, the home team, Coyotes, occupy the third base dugout. The visiting team in today's contest, Antelope Valley, occupies the first base dugout. Both bullpens are extended beyond each dugout down the line. No balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, 2 outs, 4 runs in for Antelope Valley. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. McHenry ranges over, gets it. Nice play for the out, but not before the Marauders plate 4 as we head to the home half of the first. 4-0, Antelope Valley. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We are heading into the home half of the first. For the Coyotes, it'll be Michael Dorr, followed by Jackson Holzum and Johnny McHenry, 1 through 3. They'll be followed by Danny Jimenez, Brent Olmo, and Hunter Bagshaw, 4 through 6. And rounding out the Coyotes' order will be Brooks Scott, Jackson Alanese, and Dominic Lopez. On the mound for Antelope Valley, Jake Glickman, right-handed throw-in pitcher, starts Michael Dorr off with a fastball called strike. This will be Glickman's second appearance of the season. He's worked 3 innings, given up 7 hits and 4 runs, all of them earned. Fastball to Dorr that time misses just wide, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll get the Marauders defensively here for you in a second. 1-1 pitch is down low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Coyotes' leadoff hitter and right fielder Michael Dorr. For Antelope Valley, outfield left to right, it's Omar Santamaria, Dom Antonetti, and Josh Nuno. There's a ground ball to Zach Terry at second. He's got it over to Nate Scott at first for out number 1. Routine 4-3, put out if you're scoring at home. Stepping up to the plate now for the Coyotes, left fielder Jackson Holzum. Jackson comes into today. Here we are, batting .238. Again, this is his 6th game played. Fouls off Glickman's first pitch. Jake Glickman, right-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 175 pounds, out of Culver City. Holzum lifts the next one foul, third base side, and that's going to get over the dugout and out of play. But Glickman quickly gets ahead of Jackson Holzum. No balls and 2 strikes. Johnny McHenry waits on deck. Today, the Coyotes are sporting all powder blue tops, bottoms. The 0-2 pitch misses away. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Coyotes left fielder. They've got Yotes in script in dark blue across the front, dark blue numbers, socks, caps. There's a ball grounded foul, chopped foul, third base side. So Jackson Holzum will come back and try again. Jackson's got pretty good speed. He probably would have legged that one out for a base hit just based on how slow that thing was going. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nobody on. 1 out. 4-0 in favor of Antelope Valley here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch breaking ball is down in the dirt, and Nathan Duarte does a nice job keeping that in front of him. For the Marauders finishing up defensively, it's Lupe Puentes at third, Ariv Camacho at short, Zach Terry at second, and Nate Scott at first. Nathan Duarte behind the dish today to round out the defense, and Glickman misses just wide. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count to Jackson Holzum. The payoff pitch, that's lifted into center field. Antonetti is there. He calls and catches for out number 2. Nice job communicating that time by the Marauder outfielder, Antonetti and Omar Santamaria. Stepping to the plate now for the Coyotes, hitting third, playing shortstop, Johnny McHenry. McHenry switch hitter, so he's in the left side. First pitch swinging, and he grounds one through the hole. Antelope Valley had the shift on, and the Coyotes get their first hit of the ball game on a ground ball that split the myriad of people over there on the right side of the field. Dan Jimenez steps to the plate, hitting in the 4-hole, playing first base. Danny comes into today hitting .500, 11 hits and 22 at-bats. 7 runs is driven in, first pitch swinging. He's going to get a line drive single right into left field. Hit that one right on the button. Everybody advances 90 feet. And the Coyotes have runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Trying to scrape back a few runs that Antelope Valley put up in the top half of the first. Brent Olmo steps to the plate. Olmo playing center field today. Hits from the left side. First pitch by Glickman is down. Looks like he slipped a little bit there on the mound. Looks to be okay. Ball 1. McHenry on second. Jimenez on first after back-to-back singles with 2 outs for Coso. Glickman looks in. Throw back to second, and McHenry is back standing up. Again, Antelope Valley playing the shift here on Brent Olmo. Second baseman Terry is shifted way over to the right, and the shortstop Camacho is on the right side of second base. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Glickman comes set, checks the runner at second, and the pitch. A nice pitch dots the outside corner, a fastball that time. 2 balls and a strike on Brent Olmo. Again, hitting in the 5-hole and playing center field today for head coach Justice Scott and the Coso Coyotes. 2-1 pitch. That's down. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Hitter's count here for Olmo. He'll be looking for 1 pitch only. If Glickman throws it to him, he's going to go hunting. See what he can come up with. There's a ground ball to the shortstop on the right side of first base. He makes the throw to end the inning. 1 in the books. Our score, Antelope Valley 4, Coso nothing. We'll be right back. And we are back as we get ready to start the top half of the second. The Coyotes have made a pitching change. Peyton Sutherland, right-handed pitcher, 5'11", 175-pound freshman out of Allen, Texas, is now on the mound. He will face hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the Marauders. Zach Terry steps into the box for Antelope Valley. This is his first plate appearance of the game. And the first pitch is lifted foul and back out of play for strike 1. Sutherland, this will be his second appearance on the season. He's only got an inning of work so far. Pitching out of the stretch. Next pitch misses up and away. And that evens the count on the Antelope Valley second baseman. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-0 our score. Here early on a beautiful day at the dog yard. Nice breaking ball by Sutherland. That locked up Zach Terry. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Marauders plated 4 runs on 3 hits and left a man in their half of the first. Next pitch misses away, and that evens the count at 22. While the Coyotes failed to score, they got 2 hits, and they left 2 runners in their half of the first. So here we are, top half of the second. Zach Terry leading off the top half of the second for Antelope Valley. Breaking ball that misses just outside. Nice pitch that time. Good discipline by Zach Terry not to offer at it. And that'll run the count full. Dom Antonetti awaits on deck. That pitch is hit into left center. That's going to get down. Nice diving attempt by Jackson Holzum. And he's going to hold Zach Henry to a long line drive single into the left center gap. Dom Antonetti steps to the plate. Hitting leadoff today. His first plate appearance on the one and only pitch he saw. Put it over the left field wall to stake the Marauders to an early 1-0 lead. So Antelope Valley picks up right where they left off. Breaking ball that stays just inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Zach Terry on first after starting this inning off with a leadoff line drive single into left center field. Great effort by the left fielder, Jackson Holzum. He laid out, but was about 6 inches too short. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Dom Antonetti looking to repeat his previous plate appearance performance. Oh, that's 3 Ps in a row there. 1 ball and a strike. Nobody out, top of the second. Runner on first. Throw over. And Zach Terry is back safely head first. 4-0 our score. Again, apologize for no scoreboard graphics today. We're trying to sort out our streaming trials and tribulations. Oh, big breaking ball that Dom Antonetti just got a piece of. That thing came straight back into the netting. That breaking ball stayed up. And Peyton Sutherland should thank his lucky stars that that thing is still not flying. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Decent lead for Zach Terry at first. There's a ball lifted into left field. Holzham is tracking, squares his shoulders, makes the catch for out number 1. Zach Terry retreats back to first base. Stepping into the box now for Antelope Valley is Ariv Camacho. Camacho flew out his first at bat to Michael Dorr in right field. Zach Terry on first after leading off the inning with a single, 1 out. Ariv Camacho, first pitch swinging, he pops that up into the infield. Dominic Lopez is calling, and he makes the catch. So a much needed 1 pitch, 1 out sort of a play there. And they're quickly 2 in the mud for Antelope Valley. Step into the plate now, catcher Nathan Duarte. Duarte was hit by a pitch, his first plate appearance, and he scored a run. Shows bunt, the runner goes, and Zach Terry steals second, is in there safely. Pitch was called a ball, I believe, a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to the Marauders catcher. Zach Terry now on second after stealing the base. That ball is lifted into left center. Oh! And Jackson Holzham makes the catch, but he and Brent Olmo just went grill to grill, and Brent Olmo is down and on his face. So that'll do it, folks. Marauders threaten but fail to score as we head to the bottom half of the second. 4-0 in favor of Antelope Valley. Stick around. You're tuned in to Coso Coyotes baseball. Welcome back as we head into the home half of the second. For the Coyotes, it'll be Bagshaw, Scott, and Alaniz, scheduled to face Jake Glickman, who comes out for his second inning of work. Jake pretty efficient in inning number 1 through a total of 18 pitches, 10 for strikes, 8 for balls, and he will face off against Hunter Bagshaw, the Coyotes' third baseman. First pitch fouled back into the netting. No balls and a strike. Well, Jackson Holzum was able to get up and get off the field under his own power, so we'll see if he remains in the game. He and Brent Olmo went grill to grill while they're running down a fly ball, and Holzum got the worst of it by far. Next pitch by Glickman misses down and away, a breaking ball, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We're here early, bottom half of the second. Off-speed pitch that stays just up. 21 the count on Hunter Bagshaw. 4-0 our score in favor of Antelope Valley. Next pitch is chopped foul down the third base line, and that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Defensively, Antelope Valley playing Bagshaw straight away. Infield is back. Outfield probably about what I would consider normal depth. There's a ground ball to second. Zach Terry's got it. Over to Scott at first for out number 1. If you are scoring at home, 4-3 on the play. Stepping to the plate now for Coso, the catcher, Brooks Scott. So far early in this game, Jake Glickman's been doing a nice job of filling up the strike zone, making the Coyotes batters swing the bat. And just as I say that, he misses away on a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes to the Coyotes backstop. Next pitch, fastball, catches the inside corner for a called strike, and that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Beautiful day here today up at the dog yard. Next pitch, ground ball to Camacho at short. Oh, strong throw, and very nice play by Ariz Camacho. Went hard to his right, kind of backhand, deep in the hole, planted his foot, and fired a seed across the diamond to Nate Scott in order to retire Brooks Scott. Now batting for Coso, designated hitter Jackson Alaniz, hitting from the right side. First pitch, fastball for a called strike. And Jake Glickman is filling up the zone, working ahead. And it's going his way so far. Another fastball on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch that time. Jackson Alaniz falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second. Glickman's going to step off now. Not sure if he was on the same page as Nathan Duarte. Now they are. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jake Glickman and the Antelope Valley College Marauders. 2 in the books, 4-0 in favor of Antelope Valley. Stick around. We'll be right back. And welcome back. As we start the top half of the third, it'll be Scott, Nuno, and Puentes scheduled for the Antelope Valley. Peyton Sutherland on for his second inning in work. Starts Nate Scott off with a fastball for a called strike. Nate Scott, 1 for 1 today, hit a 2-run bomb his first at bat. Next pitch slider misses down and away. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Jackson Holsom is back out in left field after losing the battle with Brent Olmo there when those two collided last inning. Nice breaking ball that fooled Nate Scott that time. He kind of just waved at it, conceded defeat in that instance. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Marauders' first baseman. Big swing and a miss. And Nate Scott heads back to the dugout. Now walking up to the plate, Josh Nuno. Josh walked his first at bat and scored a run. Hits from the left side. Sutherland's first pitch, swing and a miss on a nice fastball down and away for strike 1. Peyton Sutherland's moving at a nice pace here. He's got a good rhythm going. He gets the ball, he toes the rubber, and he's ready to throw, which everybody appreciates. Another swing and a miss on a slider that time that broke down and in. Josh Nuno swung right over the top of it. And Peyton Sutherland quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Infield playing back. Fastball missed away. And the count moves to 12. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lupe Puentes waiting on deck for the Marauders. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nobody on, 1 out. Top half of the third. There's a swing in the dirt. And Josh Nuno is going to reach on a drop third strike. That ball squirted away from Brooks Scott. Couldn't find it, and by the time everybody located the ball, Josh Nuno advanced to first safely. Lupe Puentes steps to the plate now. Puentes 1 for 1. He doubled, drove in a run his first at bat, and he swung at the first pitch, a high fastball up around the neck for strike number 1. Nuno on first after reaching on the drop third strike. The 0-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball that drops in there. And Peyton Sutherland quickly gets ahead of Lupe Puentes. No balls and 2 strikes. We're the top half of the third, 4-0 in favor of Antelope Valley. Josh Nuno on first. 1 out. Lupe Puentes at the plate. Next pitch misses up. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lupe Puentes. Again, Lupe playing third base today for Antelope Valley College. Decent lead for Josh Nuno over at first. And he's running. That pitch is lifted into left field. Holsom has a play. Squares his shoulders, makes the catch, and Nuno heads back to first for out number 2. Now batting, designated hitter, hit in the 7th hole for Antelope Valley is Julian Blackwell. Julian 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first at bat. 2 down, runner on first. Big swing and a miss on a fastball that was a little bit up, probably a little bit too far out for Blackwell to do anything with. We'll see if Antelope Valley puts Josh Nuno in motion again here with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch, he's running. Ball's up. There's the throw. And Nuno is out. Nice throw that time by Brooks Scott to end the inning. We go to the home half of the third. 4-0 Antelope Valley. Stick around. We'll be right back. And we are back. Starting the home half of the third, it'll be hitters 9, 1, and 2 for Coso. Dominic Lopez will start it out, hitting in the 9 hole, playing second base today. His first plate appearance of the day. He comes in hitting .364, 11 at-bats with 4 hits, and he's driven in 5 runs so far early in the season. Glickman starts him out with a fastball that misses down and away. Jake Glickman on for his third inning of work. He's thrown 29 pitches through 2 innings, so pretty efficient. His next pitch is fouled up out of play over the first base dugout. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Dominic Lopez. Marauder defense, infield playing straight up and back. Outfield also playing Lopez straight up. Nice fastball, but that one misses just in. Maybe a little bit down as well. And that runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball to Terry at second. He's got it. Over to Nate Scott at first for out number 1 to start the home half of the third. Now coming up, leadoff man for the Coyotes and right fielder Michael Doerr. Doerr grounded out to Zach Terry at second base, his first plate appearance. Jake Glickman is in a nice rhythm, and he's throwing strikes today, folks. And again, as soon as I say that, he misses down low. And Michael Doerr gets ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Antelope Valley has a shift on. And just like that, Michael Doerr is retired. 4-3. Zach Terry that time playing over kind of in the hole, shallow right center field. Ground ball right to him. And he throws Michael Doerr out for the second out of the inning. Jackson Holzum steps to the plate. Jackson flew out to center field. His first plate appearance. And he lifts one high into left field. Santa Maria going back, and he makes the catch on the warning track. Nice play by that young man. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jake Glickman. We head to the 4th. Antelope Valley 4, Coso nothing. And we are back. As we head into the top half of the 4th, quick recap. Jacob Ortiz started on the mound for the Coyotes, went 1 inning. Gave up 4 runs on a couple bombs and a double. Jacob just kind of leaving the ball up, out over the plate. It was pretty flat, and Antelope Valley was seeing it. Julian Blackwell steps in. He'll resume his at-bat. First pitch swinging, ground ball single. Right back up the box to greet Peyton Sutherland, who is starting his 3rd inning of work in relief. Marauders have their leadoff man on. Omar Santa Maria steps to the plate. Santa Maria 0 for 1. He grounded out to Johnny McHenry at shortstop, his first plate appearance. Sutherland's first pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike. And Peyton gets ahead of Omar Santamaria, no balls and a strike. Julian Blackwell led off the inning with a ground ball single right back up the box. He's got a good lead at first. And a throw over. Danny Jimenez thought he may have got him. Field umpire disagreed, however. Blackwell back in standing, which probably made it way closer than it should have been. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Breaking ball, it stays up. Throw back behind by Brooks Scott. And Blackwell is back in safely. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Omar Santamaria. Hitting in the 8-hole, playing left field for Antelope Valley today. Zach Terry, the second baseman, waits on deck. Julian Blackwell at first. Nobody out. We're in the top of the fourth. Blackwell's running. Shoulder ground ball. And Johnny McHenry throws out Santamaria. But Julian Blackwell reaches second base. So the Marauders now have a runner on second base, scoring position with 1 out. Zach Terry steps to the plate. Zach 1 for 1. He singled his first plate appearance. Lifts the first pitch into right field, shallow. Michael Dorr coming on, battle in the sun. Makes the catch for out number 2. And Julian Blackwell will hold up at second base. Marauders order rolls over now. Dom Antonetti steps to the plate. Antonetti 1 for 2 with a leadoff home run and a fly out to left field. Trying to get a 2-out knock here and score Julian Blackwell from second. Peyton Sutherland looks in. And the pitch. Slider that misses just away. 1 ball, no strikes to the Antelope Valley center fielder. 4-0 our score. We're in the top half of the fourth. Runner on second, 2 outs. Peyton Sutherland on the mound in his 3rd inning of relief work for the Coyotes. Pitch misses just off the outside corner. And the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Peyton Sutherland doing a nice job throwing 22 strikes and only 12 balls in the 34 pitches he's thrown so far today. There's a pitch, ground ball to McHenry at short. He's got it over to Jimenez at first, and that'll do it. So the Marauders threaten but fail to score as we head to the home half of the fourth. It's Antelope Valley 4, Coso 0. Stick around. And we are back as we head to the home half of the fourth. It'll be McHenry, Jimenez, and Olmo scheduled for the Coyotes. Jake Glickman back on for his 4th inning of work, started the game. First pitch fastball at the knees for a called strike. Glickman has thrown 37 pitches so far, 23 for strikes and 14 for balls. Next pitch down in the dirt. Nice job that time by Nathan Duarte. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. All the damage done today by Antelope Valley occurred in the top of the first when they scored all 4 of their runs on a couple bombs and a double. And Jake Glickman has been doing a nice job on the mound. Off-speed pitch that time that McHenry swings through, just a bit out in front. And that'll move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Coyotes shortstop. Shift on again for Antelope Valley. Shortstop Ariv Camacho on the right side of second base. Breaking ball that's a little short. Bounces up to the plate. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zach Terry, the second baseman, playing a shallow right field. And Lupe Puentes, the third baseman, is over in the shortstop position. There's a ground ball to the right side. Camacho has it. And he cannot get McHenry, who got down the line quickly. So that's going to be an infield base hit for Johnny McHenry. On the right side, the shift worked. Just Camacho had to lay out for it going to his left, and McHenry coming out of left-hander's batter's box too quick. So the Coyotes have their leadoff man on at first here to start the 4th. Dan Jimenez steps in. Jimenez 1 for 1 with the single, his first plate appearance. And he looks at a first pitch breaking ball that's down. 1 ball and no strikes to Danny Jimenez. Johnny McHenry, decent speed at first, so he's a threat to run. Fastball that misses just away. And the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes on the Coyotes' first baseman. 4-0 our score. We're in the bottom half of the 4th. Johnny McHenry at first after leading off this inning with a infield single. Another pitch that misses just away. Those are some pretty nice looking pitches. 3 balls and no strikes to Jimenez. I highly doubt McHenry will be going anywhere in this count. There's a fastball right down Broadway. And that'll run the count to 3 balls and a strike on Danny Jimenez. Antelope Valley playing double play depth right here. Infield, outfield, normal to maybe a little deep. Throw over to first. McHenry back standing safely. 3 balls and a strike, the count. Glickman gets his sign. And the pitch. Nice fastball right on the outside corner. And that'll fill it up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now I might expect McHenry to take off here just to try to stay out of a double play. We'll see what they do. Nope, he's not going. Ground ball to third, and that's off Lupe Puentes' glove into left field. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. Routine ground ball, and Lupe kind of olayed that one. And everybody is safe. Coyotes runners on first and second. Brent Olmo steps to the box. Olmo 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to Ariv Camacho at shortstop, his first plate appearance. Johnny McHenry on second after an infield single. Danny Jimenez on first after the fielding error by Lupe Puentes. Nobody out. Brent Olmo at the plate, hitting from the left-hand side. That ball is lifted third base side foul. Puentes giving chase, and that's going to get into the Coyotes bullpen. Defensively, again, Antelope Valley puts the shift on. It looks like For every left-handed batter that the Coyotes run up there, Antelope Valley is anticipating pull. So Camacho on the right side of second base. This time Puente's staying home at third, so there's a giant gap in the 6 hole, or where the shortstop normally would be playing. Next pitch, slider, misses down and in, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the home half of the fourth, 4-0 in favor of Antelope Valley. Coso threatening, runners on first and second with nobody out, and a 1-1 count to Brent Olmo. Pickoff attempt back to second, and McHenry is in safely head first. One ball, 1 strike to count, nobody out. Glickman looks in, comes set, and he'll turn and look Johnny McHenry back to second. I highly doubt that the Coyotes are going to try to run here. Rule of thumb is you never make the first out or the third out at third base, and they're not going anywhere. Next pitch lifted into center field. Dom Antonetti is coming in. He's there. Oh, makes the catch. Almost overruns it, but makes the catch nonetheless, and both runners hold up. 1 out for the Coyotes, and that'll bring Hunter Bagshaw to the plate. Hunter grounded out his first plate appearance to Zach Terry at second base. Johnny McHenry at second. Danny Jimenez at first. 1 out. Hunter Bagshaw at the plate, trying to drive in the Coyotes' first run of the afternoon. Jake Glickman is at the 50 pitch mark. He's thrown 30 strikes, 20 balls. Kind of the first time he's had to work a little bit here so far in this game. His first pitch to Bagshaw. That's lined into left field. Oh, and that's going to get down for a hit. A little indecisive there, Omar Santamaria. And Hunter Bagshaw gets a line drive single in the left field. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And the Coyotes have the bases loaded for Brooks Scott. Brooks 0 for 1 so far today, grounded out to Ariv Camacho at shortstop, his first plate appearance. Brooks a chance to dent the scoreboard here. Bases are loaded for the Coyotes, 1 out in the bottom half of the fourth. Glickman's first pitch, down and away. Nice job by Nathan Duarte that time. Keep the ball right there. None of the runners were able to advance. McHenry at third, Jimenez at second, Bagshaw at first. After a couple of base hits and a reached on air. The 1-0 pitch, that is off the hands and squirted foul over to the right side by the Marauders dugout. And that evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike on the Coyotes backstop. Corners are playing in for Antelope Valley. Middle guys are back, double play depth, looking to twist one if they get the opportunity. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, and the pitch. That's flared into right field. Nuno, that's going to drop. 1 run will score, and 2 runs will score, and the Coyotes have halved the Antelope Valley lead on just a little duck snort. Kind of a soft fly ball into shallow right center field. And the Coyotes plate 2 and have runners on first and second. We're going to get a quick mound visit here. So stick around. We'll be right back. Mound visit complete. I suspect head coach Brian Moses was just trying to maybe calm down his righty a little bit. Jake Glickman's been doing a nice job so far. 2 runs in for the Coyotes here in the bottom half of the 4th. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And Jackson Alanese, the designated hitter, steps to the plate. Jackson 0 for 1. He struck out his first plate appearance. Popped that one up straight back behind the plate. And it is going to get out of play for strike number 1. Not a whole lot of room here behind home plate at the dog yard. Probably looking maybe 20, 25 feet from the circle back to the screen. So not a whole lot of room to maneuver back there. No balls and a strike to Jackson Alanese, looking to try to drive in the 3rd and maybe 4th run for the Coyotes here today. Next pitch, ground ball to Camacho at second. 6-4, Trey, and that'll do it. However, the Coyotes score 2 on a little single by Brooks Scott, as we have 4 in the books. Our new scorer, Antelope Valley 4, Coso 2. You're tuned in to Coyotes baseball. Stick around. And welcome back as we head into the top of the 5th. It'll be Camacho, Duarte, and Nate Scott scheduled for the Marauders. Peyton Sutherland back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. And he evens the count with Ariv Camacho, 1 ball and 1 strike. Camacho 0 for 2 with a couple fly ball outs so far today. Breaking ball stays up and in. And the count runs to 21 on the Marauders shortstop. Line scores look like this. Antelope Valley has 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and they have left 3. Next pitch misses down for ball 3. 31 the count. The Coyotes 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and they have also left 3. The 3-1 pitch, that's lifted foul, back and out of play. And the count fills up at 32. Peyton Sutherland, as I mentioned, on for his 4th inning of work, has not allowed a run so far today. Pretty efficient pitching-wise. The next pitch lifted into left field. Wholesome giving chase. He's there and makes the catch for out number 1. Hit pretty well by Camacho. Jackson Holzum got some good speed, ranged over near the line, and put it away for out number 1. Nathan Duarte, the catcher, steps to the plate. Duarte 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch, and he flew out to left field. He's also scored a run today. Sutherland's first offering. Fastball right down the heart of the plate for called strike 1. Defensively, Coyotes playing Duarte straight away. Infield back. Next pitch just down and away. Check swing by Duarte, but he did not go. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 4-2 our score in favor of Antelope Valley College. We're in the top half of the 5th. Big swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out for Antelope Valley here in the top half of the 5th. 1-2 the count on Nathan Duarte. Peyton Sutherland's next pitch misses up. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Absolutely beautiful day here today at the dog yard. Sunny, 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 and warm. There's a ground ball to McHenry, backhand. Nice play, strong throw, and what a play. What a play. Danny Jimenez did a nice job backhanding that ball. It was a little low. And put a gold star by that one, folks. That was a great play. McHenry went hard to his right, backhanded it down on a knee. Strong throw, and Danny Jimenez picked him up on the backside. And Nathan Duarte is retired for the second out of the inning. Nate Scott steps to the plate now. Scott 1 for 2 with the home run. First pitch swinging, and he swung over the top of that one for strike number 1. Nobody on, 2 outs for the Marauders here in the top half of the 5th. They're enjoying a 4-2 lead. And the next pitch. Breaking ball that stayed just a bit up. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Peyton Sutherland also working at pretty good pace, like his counterpart, Jake Glickman, Next pitch misses in. And the count runs to 21 on Nate Scott. Playing first base today for the Marauders. The 2-1 pitch by Sutherland. That's up and in. And the count runs to 3 balls and a strike. Never like to walk anybody, but especially the leadoff guy or anybody when there's 2 outs. The 3-1 offering. Ground ball to McHenry at short. He's got it over to Menace at first, and that'll do it. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Marauders as we head to the home half of the 6th. Our score, Antelope Valley 4, Coso 2. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we head into the home half of the 5th here at the Dog Yard. Antelope Valley enjoying a 4-2 lead over Coso this afternoon. Jake Glickman out for his 5th inning of work. He will face hitters 9, 1, and 2 for Coso. Dominic Lopez will lead it off. Lopez 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base, his first at bat. First pitch just a little bit low for ball 1. Jake Glickman ran into a little bit of trouble last inning, gave up a couple runs, had guys on first and second with 1 out, and then got a pitcher's best friend, 6-4, 3-double play to end the inning. Lopez, little soft chopper to Lupe Puentes at third. He handles it and makes the throw across for out number 1 here in the home half of the 5th. Michael Doerr steps to the plate. Doerr 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice, both times to Zach Terry over at second base. The Marauders, as has been their custom so far today, put the shift on for the left-handed hitting right fielder. Doerr fouls the first pitch off, backing out of play. And the count moves to no balls and a strike. Bottom of the 5th, nobody on, 1 out for the Coyotes. Next pitch paints the outside corner, and Jake Glickman is quickly ahead of Michael Doerr by a count of no balls and 2 strikes. Glickman doing a nice job today. 60 pitches so far, 38 for strikes, 22 for balls. That ball is lifted into center field, left center field. Santa Maria is back, and he's a little unconventional, folks, but he makes the catch for out number 2. He was ranging to his left that time, reached up, kind of looked like the Statue of Liberty there, but he put it away. No worries by him for sure. Might makes the head coach lose a few heartbeats, but 2 in the mud. Jackson Holzum steps to the plate. First pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. Jackson 0 for 2 today. A couple flyouts to left field and center field. Next pitch, ground ball to second base. Zach Terry's got it. Easily over to Nate Scott at first, and that'll do it. A quick 1-2-3 inning for the Coyotes. 5 in the books. Our score, Antelope Valley College 4, Coso 2. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are tuned in to Coso Coyotes baseball this afternoon. We're enjoying a good one as we head to the top of the 6th. For Antelope Valley will be hitters 5, 6, and 7. And Peyton Sutherland is out for his 5th inning of work in relief. He'll start off facing Josh Nuno. First pitch, Nuno shows bunt, and he drops it foul. Nuno 0 for 1 today. He's walked, reached on a dropped third strike, and he has scored a run. For Sutherland, starting his 5th inning of work, he's thrown 52 pitches, 32 for strikes, 20 for balls. The 0-1 pitch misses just away, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Coyotes defensively playing Josh Nuno straight up, outfield normal depth. The 1-1 pitch by Sutherland, that one gets away from him a little bit. And the count rolls to 2 balls and 1 strike on the Marauders right fielder. Lupe Puentes waits on deck, and Julian Blackwell in the hole for Antelope Valley. Next pitch misses away, and Nuno works the count to 3 balls and a strike. He'll shrink the zone considerably, look for one pitch in one spot, and go hunting if he sees it. The 3-1 pitch. That's lined into right field, and that is fair down the line. That's going to be extra bases. Door is over, makes a strong throw, but Nuno is in safely with the feet-first slide. So Josh Nuno leads off the Marauder top half of the 6th with a line drive double down the right field line. Good job that time by Michael Doerr to get over there, cut that thing off, and get it in. But Josh Nuno beats it out. It looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here for Nuno. And it is Colin Hagan now running at second base for Josh Nuno. Lupe Puentes steps to the plate for Antelope Valley. Puentes 1 for 2 with the double and a fly out to left field. He's driven in a run so far today, looking to pick up his second RBI. First pitch fastball that misses up. 1 ball and no strikes on the Marauder third baseman. Colin Hagan pitch running at second after Josh Nuno led off the inning with a line drive double down the right field line. Next pitch buzzes the tower, and the count rolls to 2 balls and no strikes. Sutherland, pitch count starting to get maybe a little bit in the, up there, especially early in the season. He's approaching 60 pitches now in relief. He's been doing a great job. Next pitch catches the top of the zone right at the letters for a called strike. And the count rolls to 2 balls and a strike. 4-2 our score in favor of Antelope Valley. We're in the top half of the 6th. The Marauders have a runner on second with nobody out. 2-1 the count. Big swing and a miss by Puentes. And that'll even it now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Defensively, Coso playing Puentes straight up. The 2-2 pitch by Sutherland. Swung on and missed on an off-speed pitch. Nice job that time by Peyton Sutherland. And that'll be out number 1 for the Marauders. Step into the plate now, designated hitter Julian Blackwell. Blackwell 1 for 2 with a single. His last at bat. He will try to drive in Colin Hagan, who is pinch running for Josh Nuno. First pitch breaking ball stays up. And the count rolls to 1 ball and no strikes on the Antelope Valley designated hitter. Pretty good lead by Colin Hagan at second. Well, no. Sutherland's going to turn around, looking back to second. No throw. Just I'm paying attention. Don't get too far out there, or I will throw it. Sort of a play. 1 ball, no strikes to Julian Blackwell. Peyton Sutherland. Fastball up, and Blackwell will foul that one back and out of play here over the screen behind the plate. And the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 6th, 4-2 in favor of Antelope Valley. Runner on second, 1 out, 1-1 the count on Blackwell. Nice breaking ball, and Blackwell swings right over the top of that for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sutherland trying to work his way around a leadoff double to start this inning. Pitch down and away. Nice job that time by Brooks Scott, keeping it in front of him. And keeping Colin Hagan at second. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Julian Blackwell. Southern looks in. Now he comes set. Pitch is up and away, and that fills it up at 32. Getting that time of day where the sun is not the friend of anybody on the right side of the field. First base, second base, right field are looking straight into the sun, and early here in the spring, it's kind of low. Oh, a little excuse me, save me foul ball there by Julian Blackwell. Peyton Southern threw him a nice breaking ball and fooled Blackwell, but he recovered quickly enough to just chop it foul and stay alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 out, runner on second. And that pitch is way up and in. That'll get by Brooks Scott. And Colin Hagan will advance to third on the wild pitch. Marauders have runners on the corners, 1 out. And we have got a pinch hitter for Antelope Valley. William Joseph will step into the plate, and we're also going to have a mound visit and looks like a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you all the changes. You're tuned in to Coso Coyotes baseball. Stick around, everybody. Welcome back here to the dog yard at Coso. We're in the top half of the 6th. We've had a pitching change. Jordan Massis is now on the mound, lefty for Coso. And William Joseph is pinch hitting for Antelope Valley. Marauders have runners on the corners with 1 out. And Massis will toss over to Jimenez at first. Just kind of a, hey, how you doing? Don't try running on me right out of the chute. Massis looks in, and his first offering, big old breaking ball that swings just off the plate for ball 1. For Massis, this will be his 3rd appearance of the season. He's got 3 innings under his belt. He's given up 2 runs, both of them earned on 3 hits, and he has struck out 5. The 1-0 pitch, another breaking ball that misses wide to William Joseph. Joseph pinch hitting. He comes in, let's see. This may be his first plate appearance of the season by looking at the stats here. 2-0 pitch misses up and away for 3 balls and no strikes. Colin Hagan at third, Julian Blackwell at first for the Marauders. 1 out. We're in the top half of the 6th. And a 3-0 count on William Joseph. There's a fastball that touches the outside corner, letters. And the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. We'll see if the Marauders put Julian Blackwell in motion here with 1 out. Nope. Next pitch catches the corner at the knees. I don't think William Joseph thought so, but I guess he doesn't have much of a say in it. Count runs full after falling behind 3-0. Massis has battled back to fill it up. Now I would think Blackwell would be running, and I think Jordan Massis is thinking the same thing as he tosses it over to first. But I would think that Antelope Valley would put Julian Blackwell in motion here to stay out of the double play, if nothing else. Nope. That ball is lifted into center field. Olmo going back. That'll score a run. Sacrifice fly by the pinch hitter William Joseph. And the Antelope Valley scores their 5th run of the game. Nice piece of hitting that time by William Joseph. Zach Terry now steps to the plate. Zach is 1 for 2 so far on the day. He's singled and flown out to right field. Now Blackwell's on the run. The throw is to the left side of the base. And Julian Blackwell is in standing up with a stolen base. One ball, no strikes to count to Zach Terry. Has a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Antelope Valley has been able to get 1 of the 2 runs back that they gave up to Coso back in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Zach Terry. Jordan Massis has a nice breaking ball, and he uses it quite a bit. And he's been able to spot it for strikes so far early in the year. The 1-1 pitch. That's down in the dirt, gets away from Brooks Scott. And Julian Blackwell will head to third on the wild pitch. 2 balls and a strike now on Zach Terry. Julian Blackwell standing on third base after stealing second and moving to third on a wild pitch. 2 in the mud. Jordan Massis trying to get out of it here. Next pitch is lifted foul, back and out of play. And that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Antelope Valley second baseman. Massis gets his sign and comes set. 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul over into the Coso dugout. Folks scattering. Looks like everybody survived. Got missed. Count remains even at 22 for Zach Terry. Jordan Massis getting ready to throw his 12th pitch in relief. Breaking ball that stays up. And that'll fill the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the breaking ball by Massis, it's nice. It bites pretty well, but that last one just stayed up. There's a ball lined to Hunter Bagshaw at third for out number 3, but not before the Marauders score 1 As we go to the home half of the sixth, our new score, Antelope Valley 5, Coso 2. You're tuned in to Coyote Baseball. Stick around. Welcome back. Johnny McHenry, first pitch swinging here to start the top half of the sixth. And he grounds out to Nate Scott at first base, 3 unassisted. Jake Glickman on for his 6th inning work. He'll face Danny Jimenez now, hitting in the 4-hole. Brent Olmo on deck. For the Marauders, Colin Hagan is now in left field, and William Joseph is in right field. Glickman, first pitch to Danny Jimenez, down low for a ball. Jimenez 1 for 2 so far on the day with a run scored. Next pitch is down for ball 2. Glickman, as I mentioned, on for his 6th inning of work. He's thrown 66 pitches so far, 41 for strikes, 25 for balls. William Joseph now in right field. Colin Hagan now in left field. And there's an off-speed pitch that catches the zone at the knees. And the count moves to 21 on Danny Jimenez, the Coyotes' first baseman this afternoon. Next pitch is a chopper. That's a slow roller. Camacho at short. He's got it and makes the play to retire Jimenez on just a slow, choppy ground ball right behind the mound. Nice play that time by Ariv Camacho. And Jimenez is retired for out number 2. Brent Olmo steps to the plate. Olmo 0 for 2 with a ground out and fly out, hitting from the left side. So, as you may imagine, Antelope Valley has put on the shift. Ariv Camacho playing on the right side of second base. And there's a ground ball right into the hole. Zach Terry is there. And it worked, folks. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Glickman. As we go to the 7th, our score, Antelope Valley 5, Coso 2. You're tuned in to Coyotes Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready to start the top half of the seventh. Pitching change for the Coyotes. Carlos Soto, redshirt sophomore, 6'2", 220-pound righty out of Ponce, I'm assuming Puerto Rico area. He'll face the top of the Marauders order in Antonetti, Camacho, and Duarte. Dom Antonetti steps in 1 for 3 with the bomb to lead off the game. First pitch breaking ball that Antonetti swings over the top. And Soto quickly gets ahead. No balls and 1 strike on the Antelope Valley center fielder. Next pitch is lifted up, foul over towards the first base dugout. Scott gives chase, and he cannot hang on to the ball. Tough catch, kind of over the shoulder, and the ball fell to the ground. Count moves to no balls and 2 strikes. Line score looks like this here to start the seventh. The Antelope Valley College Marauders have 5 runs on 6 hits. They've committed 1 error and left 4 runners on base. Coso has scored 2 runs on 5 hits, no runs, and 3 left on base. The 0-2 pitch by Soto, and that's lifted down on the right field line, hit well, and that's going to land foul. Great effort by Michael Dorr. Came up about a foot or 2 short of picking that one up. So Dom Antonetti will head back to the plate. Michael Dorr will go find his ball cap and head back to his position in right field. And we'll do the 0-2 count all over again. Top half of the seventh. Next pitch, that's lifted into second base. Lopez there, and he makes the catch for the easy little pop-up, P4, if you're scoring at home. Now stepping to the plate, Ariv Camacho. Camacho 0 for 3 so far today. He's flown out all 3 times. First pitch by Soto, breaking ball that misses down and away. 1 ball, no strikes on the Marauder shortstop. 5-2 our score in favor of Antelope Valley. We're in the top half of the seventh. 1 out, nobody on for the Marauders. And the 1-0 pitch is popped up to Jimenez at first. He'll catch it just about a step into foul territory. 4 out, number 2. So 2 soft pop-ups induced by Carlos Soto. And the Antelope Valley catcher, Nathan Duarte, steps to the plate. Duarte's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch, flown out and grounded out, and he has scored a run. First pitch by Soto is in there for a strike. Another nice breaking ball. And Carlos Soto gets ahead of Nathan Duarte here quickly in the top half of the seventh. Next pitch. That's down and away for ball number 1. Well, I had that backwards. It's 2 balls and a strike. And now we go to 3 balls and 1 strike on Nathan Duarte. Ball 4. And Duarte draws a 2-out walk. Nate Scott steps up to the plate for Antelope Valley. Scott is 1 for 3. 2-run home run in the first inning. He's also struck out and grounded out to McHenry at shortstop. Looking to see if they can get some 2-out magic rolling here. First pitch down in the dirt. Nice job by Brooks Scott to block that ball. Keep it out in front of him. And Duarte just leisurely walked back to first base. Not interested at all in testing Brooks Scott's quickness or arm. 1 ball, no strikes to to Scott. Soto's 1-0 offering on the way. Off-speed pitch that misses just inside. Count rolls to 2 balls and no strikes on Nate Scott, playing first base today for Antelope Valley. Marauders enjoying a 5-2 lead here in the top half of the 7th. Next pitch is fouled straight back into the netting. And the count rolls to 2 balls and a strike. Colin Hagan waiting on deck. He came in to pitch hit last inning and has taken over the duties in left field for Antelope Valley. Nathan Duarte at first with 2 outs. 2-1 count on Nate Scott. Breaking ball that just misses down and away. And that runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. Carlos Soto does not want to issue back-to-back walks here, especially with 2 outs late in the game. That's pretty close. Quick throw over, and Duarte is back safely standing up. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs, runner on first for Antelope Valley in the top half of the 7th. Next pitch, chopped, slow chopper to third. Bagshaw's got it. The throw, and that'll do it. So Carlos Soto comes out, puts him down as we head to the home half of the 7th. Antelope Valley 5, Coso 2. Stick around. We'll be right back. And welcome back. As we get ready to start the home half of the 7th, Jake Glickman out for his 7th inning of work. He'll face Hunter Bagshaw and starts Hunter out with a strike on the outside corner. Glickman thrown 69 pitches through 6 innings, so very efficient pitch count. 44 for strikes, 25 for balls. The next pitch is fouled straight back into the netting. And Jake Glickman gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. That young man has done a fantastic job so far here today. Bagshaw 1 for 2, singled his last at bat. There's a strike that dots the outside corner. Bagshaw looks at it, and he will head back to the dugout, out number 1. Brooks Scott steps to the plate now for Coso. Scott 1 for 2 with a single. 2 runs driven in his last at bat. Glickman's first offering to Scott misses down and away for ball one. AVC playing Scott straight up. Infield is back. Next pitch is lifted into right field. That's going to drift and land foul. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooks' last at bat, he flared a little fly ball into shallow right field where nobody could get to it. Drove in the 2 runs so far that the Coyotes have on the board today. 1-1 pitch, that's fouled back into the netting. And the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Coso catcher. Jake Glickman at 75 pitches here. Through 6 1/3 innings of work. Next pitch, that one breaking ball in the dirt. And that evens the count at 22. 5-2 our score. We're in the home half of the 7th. Nobody on, 1 out for Coso. Jake Glickman has gone the whole way for Antelope Valley. It's been very efficient, very effective for the Marauders on the mound. That ball is hit well and deep. That ball is gone. A pitch flat, left up, and Brooks Scott just deposited that one over the left center field wall. And he has driven in all 3 runs today for Coso. And our new score, the Marauders 5, the Coyotes 3. Yeah, old Jake, he kind of just left that one up, and it was kind of flat, and Brooks Scott did not miss it. And we've got ourselves a 2-run ball game here, starting to get a little later on in the 7th. Jackson Alaniz steps to the plate. Jackson 0 for 2, first pitch swinging. Lifts a high ball over to the right side. And William Joseph is there to make the catch for out number 2. So first pitch swinging by Jackson Alaniz. And that's out number 2 for the Coyotes. Dominic Lopez steps to the plate now. Lopez 0 for 2 with a couple ground ball outs. First pitch swinging, and he'll line drive a base hit into right field. And keeps the inning alive for the Coyotes. The Coso order rolls over. Michael Dewar steps to the plate. Dewar 0 for 3 with a couple ground outs and a fly out. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. Jake Glickman did an outstanding job. Stick around. We'll be right back. We would give you the new pitcher for the Marauders. You're tuned in to Coso Coyotes baseball. Welcome back. Pitching change complete for Antelope Valley. Sam Maudsley takes the mound. Right-handed pitcher, 6 foot 250 out of Anchorage, Alaska. Jake Glickman did an outstanding job for Antelope Valley. He went 6 2/3. He's allowed 3 runs. However, he is responsible for Dominic Lopez at first. 79 pitches, 52 for strikes, and 27 for balls. So nice job by Glickman today. Michael Dewar steps in. The shift goes on for the lefty. And Maudsley's first pitch misses away for ball number 1. Dewar 0 for 3 on the day so far with a couple ground outs and a fly out. Looking to try to get Lopez moving around the bases here. See if the Coyotes can nibble away a little bit more at the Marauder lead. Next pitch is chopped into the air. A little pop fly. Puentes is there and makes the catch in foul territory. 2 pitches and that'll do it. Maudsley works out of the inning as we go to the as we go to the top of the 8th. Our score, Antelope Valley 5, Coso 3. We'll be right back. And we are back as we head into the top half of the 8th. Antelope Valley leading Coso by a score of 5-3. Carlos Soto on the mound for his second inning of work in relief. He will face Hagen, Puentes, and Blackwell. Hitters 5, 6, and 7. First pitch, fastball misses away for ball 1. This is Colin Hagen's first plate appearance as he came in to pinch run earlier in the game. Next pitch misses up, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Hagen came in to pitch run, and he is now playing left field, his first at-bat of the day. The 2-0 pitch, he's swinging and fouls that one back and out of play, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Well-played ball game here today. We're moving along pretty good at the hour and 56-minute point. And we're in the 8th inning. Soto misses down and away. And the count runs to 3 balls and a strike on Colin Hagen. Hagen hits from the right side. And he just drew a leadoff walk. Heads down to first base. And Lupe Puentes is walking to the plate. But at the same time, Ryan Cantrell, pitching coach for the Coyotes, is walking to the mound. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back. That was quick. Carlos Soto is going to stay where he is on the mound. Lupe Puentes steps up to the plate. Puentes 1 for 3 with the double and an RBI so far today. Colin Hagen on first after drawing a leadoff walk here in the top half of the 8th. Puentes is swinging at the fastball, and he fouls that one back into the net. No balls and a strike. Coyote defense playing Puentes straight up. Infield double play depth. The 0-1 pitch by Carlos Soto. Another fastball that hits the inside corner. And Soto gets ahead of Puentes. No balls and 2 strikes. 5-3 our score. We're in the top half of the 8th. Colin Hagen on first after he drew a leadoff walk to start this inning. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Lupe Puentes. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. So Puentes heads back to the dugout, and Julian Blackwell, designated hitter, steps to the plate. Blackwell is 1 for 2 today with a single and a walk. Looking to move Colin Hagen over. We'll see. Hagen looks like he's got decent speed. We'll see if Antelope Valley decides to put him in motion here with 1 out late in the game and a 2-run lead. He's off and running. There's the throw. It's a little bit late and high. And Colin Hagen swipes second on Carlos Soto and Brooks Scott. Marauders now have a runner in scoring position in the form of Colin Hagen. 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes the count to Julian Blackwell. Hagen's got a pretty good lead out there at second. Lopez keeping him close, kind of bird dogging him. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Nice pitch that time by Carlos Soto. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on the Marauders' designated hitter. Soto gets his sign and comes set. Still set. And the pitch. Ooh. That was up and in. And Julian Blackwell tried to sell it as a hit by pitch. Home plate umpire said, I'm not buying any of that. You can come on back and get in the batter's box and assume an account of 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner on second, 1 out for Antelope Valley, top half of the 8th. The 2-1 pitch by Carlos Soto. That misses down. And the count now goes to 3 balls and a strike. Julian Blackwell put together pretty well. Looks like he can hit it. So you got to be careful here. You just don't want to lay one in there with a 3-1 count. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Looks like Carlos took a little bit off that one. And the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. William Joseph waiting on deck. Three and 2 the count. Soto checks the runner at second. And the pitch. That one's lifted into the infield, second base side. Jimenez is going to call it and make the catch for out number 2. Two in the mud now for Antelope Valley. William Joseph steps to the plate. Joseph hit a sacrifice fly to center field. His last at bat, he came in to pitch hit. Two in the mud now, for Antelope Valley. Colin Hagen at second base. William Joseph at the plate, hitting from the left side. First pitch, slider that just misses. Ball 1. I think Carlos wanted that one. That was a pretty nice little pitch, but did not get the benefit of the doubt that time. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And Soto will spin. No throw to second. Hagen back on the base. Carlos Soto taking a little bit of time here. When he comes set, he just sits there for a long time. Batters are pretty patient. I don't think I could stand there that long. Next pitch, ground ball to Jimenez at first. It bounces off him, and that's going to squirt away. Going to have to score that one in air. Hagen gets to third on the play. So a ground ball, medium ground ball to Danny Jimenez that he bodied up on, but the ball bounded away from him and away from everybody else, and William Joseph was able to reach first. Another mound visit, and that's going to be it for Carlos Soto. When we come back, we'll give you the new pitcher. Stick around. Now in to pitch for the Coyotes, David Lopez. Lopez, right-handed freshman, 5'10", 190 pounds, out of Kingman, Arizona. And he will face Zach Terry, hitting in the 9-hole for the Marauders. Antelope Valley has runners on the corners with 2 outs and clinging to a 5-3 lead here in the top half of the 8th. Lopez first pitch, big old breaking ball that bends just a little bit outside for ball number 1. I don't see Lopez here on the stats, so this could be his first appearance of the season for the Coyotes. The 1-0 pitch, that stays up. And Zach Terry works the count to 2 balls and no strikes on the Coyotes reliever. Hagen at third, William Joseph at first. 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. 2-0 pitch, big swing and a miss on a fastball at the belt. Zach Terry comes up empty, and the count moves to 21. On the Marauders second baseman. David Lopez trying to work out of a little bit of a jam here. Late in the ball game. There's a fastball that catches the inside corner, and that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Antelope Valley trying to extend their lead here late. Coso obviously trying to prevent that from happening. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Zach Terry. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Now the runner at first leaves early. They're going to try to steal home. The throw, not nearly in time. And Colin Hagen is thrown out at home. We'll head to the home half of the 8th. Our score, Antelope Valley 5, Coso 3. We are back here for the home half of the 8th. It'll be hitters 2, 3, and 4. Holzum, McHenry, and Jimenez scheduled for the Coyotes. Cam Maudsley on in his second inning of relief. Maudsley only required 2 pitches his last inning to get out of the inning. Jackson Holzum steps to the plate. Holzum 0 for 3 with a couple flyouts and a ground out. First pitch breaking ball stays inside, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 ball and no strikes, excuse me. Antelope Valley tried to execute the old leave early from first, see if I can sneak one home from third last inning, and unfortunately did not execute it very well, and Colin Hagan was thrown out easily at the plate. Holzum fouls the next pitch off, and our count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch that misses low. 21 the count on Jackson Holzum. Johnny McHenry on deck, and Danny Jimenez in the hole for Sarah Coso. We're in the bottom half of the 8th, 5-3 in favor of Antelope Valley. Nobody on, nobody out, and there's a line drive. Oh, Lupe Puentes just found a seed. Jackson Holzum stung that ball, hit a hard line drive right at Lupe Puentes at third. He reached up and maybe in some sort of self-defense stuck it right in his glove for out number 1. Well hit ball by Jackson Holzum. Well played by Lupe Puentes. Johnny McHenry steps to the plate. McHenry 2 for 3 with a couple singles so far this afternoon. First pitch misses in for ball 1. Antelope Valley puts on the shift for the left-handed hitting McHenry. Zach Terry playing a shallow right field. Ariv Camacho playing on the right side of second base. Next pitch is fouled straight back into the netting, and that evens the count at 1-1. Lupe Puentes sticking at third base there with the shift on. So a big giant gap over in the 6 hole or shortstop area. The 1-1 pitch. That time it did hit McHenry, and he'll head down to first base. 1 out, hit by pitch. Head coach coming out to ask the home plate umpire if he made a concerted effort to get out of the way. Home plate umpire says, yes, sir, he did. Danny Jimenez steps to the plate now for the Coyotes. Jimenez 1 for 3 with the single. He has scored a run. Home half of the 8th, 5-3 in favor of Antelope Valley. Runner on first, 1 out. Johnny McHenry at first base after being hit by a pitch. Danny Jimenez at the plate. Sam Maudsley in for his second inning of relief work for the Marauders. First pitch to Jimenez, breaking ball that misses just outside. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Danny Jimenez. Marauder infield, double play depth, looking to twist one here if they get the opportunity. That ball is lifted into shallow left field. Camacho coming over, and he overruns it, and it lands foul, to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kind of looked like Camacho might have done what he just did. A lot of times those high foul balls like that, they come back to the infield, and Camacho was on his horse. He overran it, and he didn't pick it up coming back to the infield until it's too late. So as a result, our count is 1 ball and 1 strike. The runner on first, 1 out. Home half of the 8th, 2-run ball game. That ball is lined but well foul. That could have tied the game had it not been so foul. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Count moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Danny Jimenez. Johnny McHenry on first after being hit by a pitch. 1 out for the Coyotes here in their half of the 8th inning. Next pitch, fastball away, throw behind, and McHenry is back safely. Nice back pick attempt that time by Nathan Duarte and Nate Scott. McHenry just got back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count to Jimenez. And the pitch. That breaking ball is lifted foul, backing out of play. And the count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maudsley has worked quite a few innings, or most of about their whole team coming into to today. He's got 5 innings under his belt, has yet to give up a run. That ball is lifted into right center field. William Joseph drifting over. He makes the catch. McHenry retires back to first base. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 8th. Brent Olmo steps to the plate now. Olmo 0 for 3 with a couple ground outs and a fly out. Left-handed hitting center fielder, and so Antelope Valley puts the shift on again. First pitch, down low for ball 1. McHenry thought about going and then put the brakes on. Got back to first as Duarte threw in behind him again. This one was not nearly as close as the first one. 1 ball, no strikes to Brent Olmo. Maudsley comes set. And the pitch. That one's flared down the left field line, but that's going to land foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Brent Olmo. Johnny McHenry at first. 2 outs. We're in the bottom half of the 8th. Antelope Valley holding on to a 5-3 lead here on just an absolutely gorgeous afternoon at the Dog Yard. The 1-1 pitch. That's a breaking ball that stays up. And the count moves to 21 on Danny Jimenez. Quick throw over. McHenry back standing up. I'm pretty sure that Coso is not going to take the chance of having McHenry run in this situation late in the game, down by 2 runs with 2 outs. Next pitch misses down and away, and the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike on Danny Jimenez. Hunter Bagshaw waiting on deck for the Coyotes, hoping to get a chance with a couple guys on and one of them in scoring position. Maudsley gets his sign and comes set. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Brent Olmo didn't realize what the count was, and he's standing there, and the umpires asked him, "Hey, you going to go to first?" And he's like, "Oh. Yeah, we're going to have a mound visit here by Antelope Valley. Coyotes got guys on first and second with 2 outs. We'll be right back. Stick around. This is Coso Coyotes baseball." Mound visit complete. Sam Maudsley stays on the mound. Not surprising. It looks like he's been fairly successful so far in this early part of the season. Hunter Bagshaw steps to the plate now for Coso. Hunter 1 for 3 with a single. Johnny McHenry at second. Brent Olmo at first with 2 outs. First pitch slider misses away for ball 1. McHenry reached on a hit by pitch. Olmo reached on a walk. Hunter Bagshaw trying to take advantage of Sam Maudsley's generosity there. The 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball that dots the outside corner. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Hunter Bagshaw. Defense playing Bagshaw straight up. One pitch. That misses away. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. Maudsley is not missing by a whole lot. His pitches are pretty darn close, but I guess not close enough. 2 balls and a strike on Bagshaw. McHenry at second, Olmo at first, 2 outs, bottom half of the 8th, 5-3 in favor of Antelope Valley. Next pitch misses away. 3 balls and a strike. Sam Maudsley in danger of loading up the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That is not going to make the coaching staff very happy. And now we got a discussion here on how many outs there are. And I think home plate umpire was a little confused. And now I think he didn't know how many outs there were. He was saying there was 1 out, and Antelope Valley was vehemently disagreeing, saying no, there's 2, which they are correct. There are 2 outs. 3 balls and a strike to Bagshaw. We're ready to go again. Maudsley comes set. And the pitch. That fastball is fouled back and out of play to fill up the count. Runners will be off. Anything hitting the gap could tie this game up. Score Brent Olmo all the way from first. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Maudsley gets his sign and comes set. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. So the Coyotes threatened but failed to score. We head to the 9th. It's Antelope Valley 5, Coso 3. Welcome back to the Dog Yard as we head to the 9th inning. David Lopez back out for his next inning of relief work. He will face hitters 9, 1, and 2 for the Marauders. Zach Terry steps to the box. He will get another chance. He was standing at the plate on the failed leave first early, try to sneak one home from third play. Lopez first pitch, breaking ball that drops in there for a called strike. Zach Terry is 1 for 3 so far today. Lopez looks in. And the 0-1 pitch. That's lifted foul. That's going to get back and out of play over the third base dugout. David Lopez quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes on Zach Terry. Coyote defense playing Terry straight up. Deep back on the grass for the infielders. Outfielders are at normal depth. Lopez pitching from the windup. Breaking ball that stays high. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, and that hit Terry in the elbow. And he is going to trot down to first base, excuse me. And that is the last thing that David Lopez wanted to do. Was ahead of the leadoff guy, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to spin a breaking ball in there. Didn't quite bite. Caught Zach Terry in the elbow, and he's at first. Dom Antonetti steps to the plate. Antonetti 1 for 4 with a leadoff home run to start us off here this afternoon. First pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. That gets away from Brooks Scott. And Zach Terry will advance to second on the wild pitch. So there you go. 2 pitches. Guy goes from being down in the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to standing on second base. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Dom Antonetti. Zach Terry on second after being hit by a pitch and then advancing on a wild pitch. Lopez's 1-0 offering. Ground ball to Bagshaw at third. He's got it. Looks the runner back. And throws out Antonetti at first. Nice play that time by Danny Jimenez. To come up, the throw was a little bit up the line. He came off the bag, caught it, and put the tag on Antonetti for out number 1. Ariv Camacho now steps up to the plate for Antelope Valley. Camacho 0 for 4. Has hit the ball in the air all 4 times so far today. 1 out, top of the 9th, runner on second. First pitch swinging, that's line down the left field line. That's going to get over Jackson Holzum's head. That's going to score a run. Here comes the throw. Camacho is in sliding with an RBI double. That ball was tattooed down the left field line. It was hit so darn hard that Jackson Holzum had no chance. That thing was over his head before he had a chance to do anything. So an RBI double by Ariv Camacho. Home plate umpire, I don't know, he was talking to Camacho there at second. I don't know if he did something he shouldn't have. But I think we're all good now. Nathan Duarte steps to the plate. Duarte 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch, and he's also drawn a walk. Camacho at second after an RBI double with 1 out. First pitch swinging, lets a little flare into right field, and it's down. That hit the deck. Great effort by Michael Doerr, but he was unable to come up with it. So a single on kind of a medium little line drive there by Nathan Duarte. Camacho had to hold up. He didn't know if Doerr was going to catch that or not, so he stays at second. Duarte at first, and Nate Scott steps up to the plate for the Marauders. Scott 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run, his first at bat. way back in the first inning. Lopez is going to step off now. Look, all the runners back. Ariv Camacho at second. Nathan Duarte at first. Nate Scott at the plate. David Lopez on the bump for the Coyotes. Pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Misses low for ball one. Brooks Scott was able to smother that one. Keep the runners where they're at. Have a 6-3 ball game. We're in the top half of the ninth. Antelope Valley trying to extend their lead here. Lopez gets his sign and comes set. Looks at the runner at second, and the pitch. Fastball that misses just down, and the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes on Nate Scott. Colin Hagan waiting on deck for the Marauders. 1 run in on a couple of base hits by Antelope Valley. The 2-0 pitch. That's lifted into center field, almost heading back. Looks like Camacho's going to tag. There's the catch. Camacho tags. Duarte stays put. 2 outs now, and runners on the corners for Antelope Valley here in the top half of the ninth. Colin Hagan stepping to the plate. Hagan 0 for 0 today with the walk. Antelope Valley one run in. Runners on the corners, 2 outs here in the top half of the ninth. Colin Hagan at the plate. Lopez first pitch breaking ball drops in there for a called strike. Defensively, Coyotes playing Hagan straight up. Looking for an out anywhere they can get one. Next pitch, breaking ball. That one stays high and evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike on Colin Hagan. Ariv Camacho at third. Nathan Duarte at first. 1 run in, 2 outs, top of the ninth. 6-3 our score in favor of Antelope Valley College. 1-1 pitch by Lopez on its way. That's down. And the count moves to 21 on the Antelope Valley left fielder. I highly doubt that the Marauders will try to get Duarte in motion here with 2 outs in the ninth. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. The 2-1 pitch. That's lifted foul, backing out of play, left field line. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 runners on, 2 outs. 6-3 our score in favor of Antelope Valley. Lopez looking in, gets his sign and comes set. Checks the runners. And the pitch, Duarte is off and running. That pitch misses high. And Duarte takes second without a throw. 2 runners now in scoring position for Antelope Valley. I guess I was wrong. I didn't think they'd do that. Full count on Colin Hagan. And the pitch. That misses down away. And the bases are loaded for Antelope Valley. Lupe Puentes steps up to the plate, and we are going to have another mound visit by pitching coach Ryan Cantrell. We got a situation here. Stick around. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll be right back. And we are back. Pitching change complete. Robert Rosado toes the rubber now for Coso. Rosado, redshirt freshman. Right-handed pitcher, 6 foot, 190 pounds, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. He comes in today with 5 2/3 innings of work, has given up 2 earned runs, and he finds himself in the hot seat. Bases are loaded, top of the ninth, 2 outs in a 3-run ball game. Trying to close the door, and he will face off against Lupe Puentes. Puentes 1 for 4 with the double. First pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike. Puentes has an RBI back in the first inning. Looking to add to that total here this afternoon in the ninth. Camacho at third, Duarte at second, Hagen at first, Puentes at the plate. Rosado's next pitch, that's lifted straight up, back behind the play. Scott may have a play, and he does not. The ball falls down foul. Back over near the on-deck circle. Kind of moving sun to shade. That's a tough play. Nonetheless, count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. On Lupe Puentes. Marauders have plated 1 here in the top half of the ninth, looking to put a crooked number up there if they can. Give their guy a little bit more breathing room. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that just misses down and away. Maybe you could hear the crowd. They all thought that was a pretty good pitch. Nonetheless, count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lupe Puentes. Base hit will score 2, maybe 3, since the base runners will be off with the knock of the bat. Rosado steps off. Now he steps back on. Looks in, gets his sign, and comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Puente is on its way. That one is a breaking ball that's fouled back into the netting. Lupe Puente stays alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases remain loaded. Still 2 outs. Still a 3-run ball game here in the top half of the ninth. Antelope Valley 6, Coso 3. Rosado looks in, 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Antelope Valley threatens. They score 1 as we head to the home half of the ninth. It's Antelope Valley 6, Coso 3. Stick around. We'll be right back. Well, here we go. Home half of the ninth. Coyotes chasing 3. It'll be hitters 7, 8, and 9 scheduled for Coso. Brooks Scott will lead it off against Sam Maudsley, who's in for his 3rd inning of work in relief. Brooks Scott 2 for 3 with the single and a home run. He has driven in all 3 of the Coyotes' runs so far this afternoon. Looking to get on base and start something off here for Coso. First pitch from Maudsley. That's off-speed pitch that misses wide. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Brooks Scott. Defensively, Antelope Valley playing Scott straight away. Infield back. That pitch is hit well into left field, and that one is gone. The 2nd home run of the game for Brooks Scott. And he has shrunk the lead to 2 runs. Our new score, Antelope Valley 6, Coso 4. Well, that's a good way to start it. Another pitch that was kind of left up over the zone, but Brooks Scott did a nice job. Got his arms extended. Drove that one over the left field wall, kind of a no-doubter. Jackson Alaniz steps to the plate now for Coso. Designated hitter 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch swinging, ground ball to Camacho at 3rd. Long throw, and he can't make it. That ball will get over the head of Nate Scott. And Jackson Alaniz is going to reach first on a throwing error. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Dominic Lopez. Casey Bochenczak steps into the plate. Up to the plate, excuse me. Bochenczak, a freshman, 5'11", 190 pounds, out of Las Vegas. Hitting from the right side. And Antelope Valley's coach is coming to talk to the home plate umpire. And time was out. Sam Maudsley kind of threw it over to first, seeing if he could surprise Jackson Alaniz, but the ball went over to the bullpen, and everybody's just going, hey, it's time out. Nobody's doing anything. So the tying run comes to the plate for Coso in the form of Casey Bochenczak. So far on the young season, Bochenczak hitting .571, 4 hits in 7 at-bats. He's driven in 2. As you may be able to tell, the Coso fans and dugout are getting kind of excited. 1 run in, runner on first, nobody out, 2-run ball game in the bottom of the 9th. Maudsley, his first pitch. Bochenczak drives that one down the left field line, and it is fair. That is going to score 1. All the way around from first is Alaniz, and Bochenczak, first pitch swinging, line drive double down into the left field corner. And we got ourselves a 1-run ball game, and that's going to bring head coach out to the mound. Casey Bochenczak, first pitch swinging. Another pitch that was kind of left up. And we are going to have a meeting under the mound. We got a 1-run ball game, tying run in scoring position in the 9th. We'll be right back. Mound visit complete. Sam Maudsley is going to stay on the bump. Tying run at second base in the form of Casey Bochenczak. Coyotes lineup rolls over. Michael Doerr steps to the plate. Doerr 0 for 4 so far on today. Infield coming in at the corners, expecting possibly a bunt here to push that tying run 90 feet away. Pitch. Doerr does not show bunt, and the pitch misses outside for ball 1. Sam Maudsley here, kind of in a bit of a jam. 2 runs are in for the Coyotes in the bottom of the 9th. Tying run is at second base, nobody out. Turns and he throws it into center field. And Bochenczak is going to advance to third on the throwing error by Maudsley. Well, if Sam Maudsley thought it was hot before, now it's getting even hotter. Infield coming in. And Antelope Valley is going to put the shift on for the left-handed hitting Doerr. Everybody's up on the edge of the grass. Michael Doerr trying to put it in play and sneak it through to tie this one up. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Nice backdoor breaking ball by Maudsley that time. And that evens the count on Michael Doerr to 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs in, tying run at third base, nobody out for the Coyotes. Another breaking ball, and that one stays away. 2 balls and a strike on the Coso right fielder. Top of the order for the Coyotes. Next pitch is lifted foul. That's going to get back and out of play over the third base dugout. And that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield in on the grass for Antelope Valley, looking to cut the run down at the plate. Next pitch, that's hit through, base hit, and we got ourselves a tie ball game. The Coyotes have rallied for 3 here in the bottom half of the 9th to tie the ball game at 6. And that's going to be it for Sam Maudsley. We'll take a quick timeout. We got ourselves a new ball game, all knotted at 6, bottom of the 9th. Pitching change for the Marauders. Matt Toledo toes the rubber now. Right-handed pitcher, 5'10", 175 pounds, out of Ontario, California. Jackson Holzum steps to the plate to greet him. Winning run on first in the form of Michael Doerr. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the ninth. The Coyotes have plated 3. First pitch fastball that misses just off the corner for ball 1. Average lead for Doerr. No need to take any chances with him over there. Next pitch is lifted into left field. Antonetti ranging over. He makes the catch for out number 1. Michael Doerr retreats back to first base. And Johnny McHenry steps to the plate now for Coso. Shift back on for the Marauders defense. McHenry 2 for 3 with a couple singles. He was hit by a pitch. Trying to move Michael Doerr, who would be the potential winning run, around here in the home half of the ninth. Throw over. Doerr back safely. As I mentioned, Antelope Valley has the shift on for the left-handed hitting Johnny McHenry. First pitch. That's driven into right center. That's going to get down. Joseph cuts it off. Here comes a throw. They're going to hold up Doerr at third. And McHenry is in with the double. Caution, the better part of valor there. As Johnny McHenry laced a hard line drive double into the right center field gap. Michael Doerr was held up at third. And Danny Jimenez, a chance here to walk it off. They're going to intentionally walk Jimenez to load him up and set up the double play. And Brent Olmo steps up to the box now. Olmo 0 for 3 with a couple ground outs, a fly out, and a walk. Antelope Valley still has the shift on, so anything hit to the left side, shortstop, that's just going to roll out and the game's going to be over. Now they're taking the shift off and they're bringing in William Joseph from right field. He's going to play first base, so we've got five fielders now around the infield on the edge of the grass. The 2 outfielders are playing left center and right center. Shallow, because they got to be able to make a throw. And Brent Olmo steps to the plate. Here we go. Winning run 90 feet away, 1 out. First pitch, breaking ball, misses down for ball 1. Well, Matt Toledo has no wiggle room. You got to throw the ball in there and make Brent Olmo swing the bat here. Tie ball game. Bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And the pitch. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. That evens the count at 1-1. Coyotes have plated 3 here in the bottom of the ninth, threatening to walk it off. 1-1 the count with 1 out, bases loaded on Brent Olmo. Matt Toledo on the mound for Antelope Valley. 1-1 pitch. That's driven. Oh, snagged and a double play. William Joseph, who came in to play on the infield, just snagged a bullet off the Brent of Olmo and ran over and touched first base to double up Danny Jimenez. Holy moly. We're going to extras. Tied at 6. Stick around. Welcome back as we go to extras here at the Dog Yard. Antelope Valley, Sarah Coso nodded at 6 after the Coyotes put a 3 spot up in the bottom of the 9th to tie it. Some changes for the Coyotes now on the mound. Jackson Holzum, he's moving in from left field. Jacob Terry will take his spot in left, and Jam Luis Vega is now at second base. Julian Blackwell leads off for Antelope Valley. He's 1 for 3 today with the walk. He fouls Holzum's first pitch straight back for strike 1. Next pitch, fastball misses in, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Jackson Holzum on the mound for the Coyotes. Jacob Terry in left, and Jam Luis Vega at second. Blackwell fouls the next pitch off, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holzum working at a good pace. Breaking ball called strike 3, and Blackwell knew it. He heads back to the dugout, and William Joseph, who just saved the game for the Marauders there in the bottom half of the 9th with a great defensive play, steps to the plate. Joseph 0 for 1 with a sac fly, and he reached on an error. First pitch off speed, misses high for ball 1. Line score looks like this. Antelope Valley has 6 runs on 8 hits. They've committed 3 errors and left 9 runners on. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1. For the Coyotes, they have 6 runs on 11 hits. They have committed 1 error and have left 8 on. We're in the top of the 10th. All tied at 6. Big swing and a miss on a fastball. And Jackson Holzum gets ahead of William Joseph. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing, caught, foul tip. And 2 up, 2 down for the Marauders. Now stepping to the plate, Zach Terry. Zach is 1 for 3 today with a a single, and Zach has scored a run. First pitch is down in the dirt for ball 1. Defense playing straight up. Check swing, and that's chopped foul over third base side. And that evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the Antelope Valley order is waiting on deck. One pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike 2. It's quite a ball game, and I thought Jake Glickman pitched a heck of a ball game for the Marauders, and it's unfortunate. Went 6 2/3 and not going to get any decision or anything. Terry fouls the next pitch off, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 10th. Big swing and a miss, and Holzum sets down the side via the strikeout. We head to the home half of the 10th, tied at 6. You're listening to Sarah Coso Coyotes Baseball. And we are back. As we head to the bottom half of the 10th, it'll be Bagshaw, Scott, and Alaniz scheduled for the Coyotes. Matt Toledo on for his second inning of work. Matt induced the all-too-common 9 unassisted double play to end at the bottom of the 9th with the bases loaded and the score tied. Hunter Bagshaw steps in, 1 for 4 today with a single. First pitch breaking ball that misses just in for ball 1. Brooks Scott on deck, Jackson Alaniz in the hole. Brooks swinging a hot bat today, a couple home runs. There's a swing and a miss on a high off-speed pitch. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Toledo pitching from the windup. There's a chopper up the middle. Camacho comes hard, and he's not going to be able to handle that one. That'll be a base hit, I think. I'm not sure Camacho could have made the play even if he'd have come up with that one cleanly. Kind of a soft ground ball up the middle, hard to his left. He got there, knocked it down, but Bagshaw was down the line pretty well by the time the ball was there, so we'll score that a hit. Brooks Scott to the plate now, 3 for 4 with a couple home runs and a single. Swinging a hot bat, seeing it well today, looking to keep it going. Toledo's first pitch, breaking ball stays up for ball 1. 6-6 our score. We're in the bottom of the 10th. Hunter Bagshaw led off the inning for the Coyotes with an infield single. He's on first. Brooks Scott at the plate. Next pitch is way inside for a ball. That gets away from Nathan Duarte. And Bagshaw is going to move to second on the wild pitch. Yeah, it looks like we may have a pinch runner here for Bagshaw. Yeah, sure enough. And looks like Jordan Chapman is in to run for Hunter Bagshaw at second base. Chapman represents the winning run. 6-6 our score, bottom of the 10th. Chapman now running on second for Hunter Bagshaw. Brooks Scott at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Matt Toledo on the mound for Antelope Valley. Toledo looks in, gets his sign, and comes set. Throw back to second. Chapman is there standing. There is no way Jordan Chapman's going anywhere except if the ball's put in play. And if it's only hit behind him. The 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball that time by Matt Toledo. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike on Brooks Scott. Six to 6 our score. We're in the bottom half of the 10th. Coyotes trying to walk this one off. Matt Toledo trying to give the Marauders another at bat. There's a breaking ball in the dirt. And Chapman advances to third on the wild pitch. So an infield single, 2 wild pitches, and the winning run is 90 feet away for the Coyotes. 3 balls and a strike on Brooks Scott. Infield comes in. Here comes William Joseph back in from right field to assume his position now at first base. 2 outfielders, 1 in left center, 1 in right center, shallow. Obviously got to be able to make that throw on a fly ball. Chapman has good speed at third. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball that's lifted into right field, and that is going to do it, folks. Brooks Scott has just walked him off on a flare to right field, and the Coyotes win the ball game in an improbable fashion by a final score of 7-6. We'll take a quick timeout and get your totals to you when we come back. Welcome back. So today, our final score in 10 innings, it's Coso 7, Antelope Valley 6. Line score looks like this for the Coyotes: 7 runs on 13 hits. They committed 1 error and left 9 on base. For the Antelope Valley Marauders, they scored 6 runs on 8 hits, committed 3 errors, and left 9 on base. Your winning pitcher today will be Jackson Holzum. Matt Toledo will get the loss. Time of today's game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. We appreciate you tuning in. Our next broadcast will be a week from Thursday. We hope you will find time to join us then. Until next time, so long, everybody.